Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. I've not performed my poetry live before, so bear with me. But audio description of myself is I am fat. I've got coily hair on one side of my head and an undercut on the other side. I'm wearing black velvet on the top half and green silk on the bottom half, and a lot of makeup. Okay, so first poem is called Gay Abandon. I'm going to leave my tits in San Francisco. It's not quite Scissor Sisters lyric, but then I never claimed to be as musically gifted as darling Jake Shears. This Californian cut and run will not be my first foray into the art of abandonment. My mother keeps locks of hair, teeth, and shriveled umbilical cord, magpied treasures that my body long since told I think we should see other people. Odds and ends of me scattered to the four winds. I have spilled blood with Christ-like regularity, sprinkled and slathered across 3 continents, but only sometimes for the sins of others. Confidence abandoned shred by shred in classrooms, swept up with offcuts of others, pushed into prodigious piles by a janitor not paid enough to see that she held me and I am precious. My virginity abandoned in an industrial Scottish town, left discarded in a room overlooking a prison. Back then, poetic irony was lost on me. The concept of virginity itself abandoned several years after in a student house, high on more than life, suddenly certain that Foucault was right and everything was a prison. My philosophy degree abandoned a month later as I realised how much of a wanker utterances like Foucault was right made me sound. Entire genders contenders for world's most awkward breakup. Dignity abandoned in a gender clinic office. 16, my mother the understanding chaperone, until the doctor asked, could I be pregnant? I saw her eyes stretch saucer wide when I said yes. Italian hips abandoned bit by bit, siphoned off with every squelch of testosterone, sloshed onto eager skin. An entire family tree, roots and all, abandoned and the earth fucking salted where it used to stand. My country, my island, my Ireland abandoned. I fled it like a thief in the night. Homeland loyalty dropped like a lizard drops its tail to escape death from a predator. Unlike all the rest, this plucky underdog country, my Ireland grew back, finally filling the cavity lost carved into my heart. I hope my tits don't try and do the same. This next one is called I Who Am Made of Seams. I shed my girlhood skin on a dirty mattress, ripped from that cozy cocoon, well-lined and plush. My mother sweated blood to sew me. The seams, tight as tight could be, torn, undone. Well-beloved skin abandoned, left behind to fester in the wetness of tears and cum. The dark, dank, scented shame permeated every fibre. Manhood then. Self-made clumsy stitches, protective armour, cobbled oddments, stolen from those with fashion sense that should never be emulated. But it made a good disguise. Make-do manhood shed suddenly. Those seams burst of their own accord. I could not take another step inside it. Naked then, critical eyes bite into tender parts of self, fruit ripe and just as like to bruise and split from rough handling. Forgive me, I have no more patterns to follow. I'm not the tailor my mother was. Another comes, self-made as I, only clad in resplendent brilliance, raises a tent of many colours around my unravelling, conceals me in velveteen safety, drapes me in luxury, teaches me the quality stitches until I am myself mended. My final form, a patchwork riot, treasures tattered of girl and man woven into the new whole. Look closely, see them shine scar silver in just the right light. I ask no forgiveness for my loose threads now. Got two more for you. This one is an ode to ugly femme work. I've scaled the cliff places where butchers declaim about the miracle of our winged eye, the plains where they worship at our heels, the mountaintop sermons applaud our eye for colours, the ones that savvy naturalist femmes recognise as signs of toxicity, danger, death to those who cross us. Heedless to our message, they declare our art revolutionary, meaning, of course, the canvases we have created of ourselves. They worship the smooth, shiny, simply perfected. Do not speak of our skin, choked under allergens in bright body paint. Cast no glances at our swollen split feet. See no worthy beauty reflected in our ugly aftermaths. We perfect goddesses, hard-edged beauties armoured in lace, in gems, precious metals, paint, pain. Retire to precious bed nests, cocoon in sweat-soaked sheets, clad in menstrual-stained pants. These fabric nurses, worn, soft and plush, comfort chafed bodies and souls. We regroup, regrow, healing, regenerating. Is our rebirth ugly? Aren't we made for more than the eye? As we return to solid form in our chrysalis, our work never ends. Sisyphusian screams bisect our soothing shadow sphere, piercing through the twilight, the glare glossing our bed nest, burning bright as cat's eyes, winged missive sharp as eyeliner. Just when you have a second, can I pick your brain? You're not busy, right? Femme work happens in our ugly places. No eyeliner in sight. It, we, unseen and unrecognized. Healing is not work. Toxic, selfish femmes lack revolutionary spirit. The butchers run the revolution while we laze in bed. They just need to pick our brains about outreach for the protest, chat about the commune's crash just for a second, ask us about accessibility information if we have a minute. Our time is not precious like painted lips and lids. It's not like we're busy. We don't even have makeup on. And the last one I'm going to read you is the first poem which I have asked my English teacher mother to critique for me, and I did that yesterday, and that was probably the scariest thing I've done until I got on this stage. This is Skin and Bones. The ivory bones beneath my plentiful padding are delicate. Delicate as in worn, fine, like porcelain veneer of my patience. Friction whistled until smoke signals burst forth pyrotechnic papal enunciation. Hark! A new collapse imminent in 3, 2, 1. More straw on this hefty camel's back. I will go down spitting as it breaks. And you will leave the globs clinging to your face. Martyr's marks, call them tears, crocodile 2 by 2 you pass. The disaster zone of me, quake split, cleaved asunder. The bones of me shine through, still smoking ruins, ash white puzzles you pretend you cannot solve. Put your shaking heads together, whisper lies porcelain white behind mourning veils. Wail, O women, your faces shining, laden with the fruits of my last labor. Enunciate, decree, decry. They seem so strong, could take it, love to take it. How were we to know? As though the hands clutching your pearls are not smoke sin stained. As though your hands don't ache from whittling me into oblivion.